Which famous movie quote will always be timeless and always be relevant? The ability to speak does not make you intelligent. In South Africa there's a saying, it takes a man 4 years to learn how to speak and 40 years to learn how to shut up. Wise man say forgiveness is divine, but never pay full price for late pizza. Cowabunga it is. People should not fear their government. Government should fear their people. Beneath this mask there is more than flesh, Mr. Creedy. Beneath this mask there is an idea, and ideas are bulletproof. What if this is as good as it gets? It's like in the great stories, Mr. Frodo, the ones that really mattered. Full of darkness and danger they were, and sometimes you didn't want to know the end. Because how could the end be happy? How could the world go back to the way it was when so much bad had happened? But in the end, it's only a passing thing. This shadow, even darkness must pass. A new day will come, and when the sun shines it will shine out the clearer. Those were the stories that stayed with you. That meant something, even if you were too small to understand why. But I think, Mr. Frodo, I do understand. I know now. Folk in those stories had lots of chances of turning back, only they didn't. They kept going, because they were holding on to something, that there is some good in this world, and it's worth fighting for. Saruman believes it is only great power that can hold evil in check, but that is not what I have found. It is the small everyday deeds of ordinary folk that keep the darkness at bay. Small acts of kindness and love. Why Bilbo Baggins? Perhaps because I am afraid, and he gives me courage. I know it's from The Hobbit and a lot of people hated that movie, but I think this is my favorite Gandalf quote out of the entire movie saga or book saga. Get busy living or get busy dying. LSO for me, on the importance of friendship, I have to remind myself that some birds aren't meant to be caged. Their feathers are just too bright, and when they fly away, the part of you that knows it was a sin to lock them up does rejoice. Still, the place you live in is that much more drab and empty that they're gone. I guess I just miss my friend. A gold medal is a wonderful thing, but if you're not enough without it, you'll never be enough with it. Cool Runnings is such an entertaining film. A strange game. The only winning move is not to play. With respect, Master Wayne, perhaps this is a man that you don't fully understand, either. A long time ago, I was in Burma. My friends and I were working for the local government. They were trying to buy the loyalty of tribal leaders by bribing them with precious stones. But their caravans were being raided in a forest north of Rangoon by a bandit. So, we went looking for the stones. But in 6 months, we never met anybody who traded with him. One day, I saw a child playing with a ruby the size of a tangerine. The bandit had been throwing them away. Well, because he thought it was good sport. Because some men aren't looking for anything logical, like money. They can't be bought, bullied, reasoned, or negotiated with. Some men just want to watch the world burn. If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. The 5 Ds of dodgeball: dodge, duck, dip, dive and dodge. The entirety of Charlie Chaplin's speech from the great dictator, but this paragraph in particular. Greed has poisoned men's souls, has barricaded the world with hate, has goose-stepped us into misery and bloodshed. We have developed speed, but we have shut ourselves in. Machinery that gives us abundance has left us in want. Our knowledge has made us cynical. Our cleverness, hard and unkind. We think too much, and feel too little. More than machinery, we need humanity. More than cleverness, we need kindness and gentleness. Without these qualities life will be violent, and all will be lost. Truly amazing performance. I'd never seen a Charlie Chaplin movie before, and I wanted to watch the funny slapstick routines I'd heard about, so I watched this and ended up crying at this speech. Let me tell you something you already know. The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It is a very mean and nasty place, and it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You, me, or nobody is gonna hit as hard as life. But it ain't how hard you hit, it's about how hard you can get hit, and keep moving forward. How much you can take, and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done. Now, if you know what you're worth, then go out and get what you're worth. But you gotta be willing to take the hit. and not pointing fingers saying you ain't where you are because of him, or her, or anybody. Cowards do that and that ain't you. You're better than that. Freaking chills. Just reading that. I also find Creed has a ton of quotable motivation, one step at a time, one punch at a time, one round at a time, etc. Just all around solid. These are the motivation I use when I'm helping a friend, my partner, with depression. You can't beat it in a day, but slow and surely, we will get through this together. Michael, my father is no different than any powerful man, any man with power, like a president or senator. K. Adams, do you know how naive you sound? Michael, presidents and senators don't have men killed. Michael, oh, who's being naive? K. I forget if this is from the book or the movie, but Vito says, friendship is everything. Friendship is more than talent. It is more than government. It is almost the equal of family. Life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it. Ferris Bueller. Remember this quote on your wedding day, and when if you have kids. Wilhelm scream. Frodo, it's a pity Bilbo didn't kill him when he had the chance. Gandalf, pity? It was pity that stayed Bilbo's hand. Many that live deserve death and many that die deserve life. Can you give it to them, Frodo? Do not be too eager to deal out death and judgment. Even the very wise cannot see all ends. My heart tells me that Gollum has some part to play, yet for good or ill. Before this is over, the pity of Bilbo may rule the fate of many. Frodo, I wish the ring had never come to me. I wish none of this had happened. Gandalf, so do all who live to see such times, but that is not for them to decide. All we have to decide is what to do with the time that is given to us. There are other forces at work in this world, Frodo, besides the will of evil. Bilbo was meant to find the ring, in which case you also were meant to have it, and that is an encouraging thought. In the beginning the universe was created. This has made a lot of people very angry and been widely regarded as a bad move. We don't read and write poetry because it's cute. We read and write poetry because we are members of the human race, and the human race is filled with passion, and medicine, law, business, engineering. These are noble pursuits and necessary to sustain life. But poetry, beauty, romance, love, these are what we stay alive for. Dead Poets Society. Also, so avoid using the word very because it's lazy. A man is not very tired, he is exhausted. Don't use very sad, use morose. Language was invented for one reason, boys, to woo women, and, in that endeavor, laziness will not do. It also won't do in your essays. If you look for the light, you can often find it, but if you look for the dark it is all you will ever see. Uncle Iroh. Pretty much anything Uncle Iroh said, though it wasn't a movie. I've seen things you people wouldn't believe. Attack ships on fire off the shoulder of Orion. I watched sea beams glitter in the dark near the Tannhauser Gate. All those moments will be lost in time, like tears in rain. Time to Die. Roy Batty. Blade Runner. Frick you. Frick you. Frick you. You're cool, and frick you, I'm out. Yobi, I'm standing right here. That is one big pile of crap, Jurassic Park. Hold on to your butts. Terminator 2 Judgment Day. John Connor. We're not gonna make it, are we? People, I mean, Terminator. It's in your nature to destroy yourselves. I like the spin Age of Ultron puts on it. Vision. Humans are odd. They think order and chaos are somehow opposites and try to control what won't be. But there is grace in their failings. I think you missed that. Ultron. They're doomed. Vision. Yes. But a thing isn't beautiful because it lasts. What's your vector? Victor will always be funny. Or anything from Airplane, really. The greatest thing you'll ever learn is just to love and be loved in return. You keep using that word. I do not think it means what you think it means. You fool. You fell victim to one of the classic blunders. Strange women lying in ponds distributing swords is no basis for a system of government. Supreme executive power derives from a mandate from the masses, not from some farcical aquatic ceremony. You can't expect to wield supreme executive power just because some watery tart threw a sword at you. If I were to go round saying I was emperor because some moistened bind lobbed a scimitar at me, they'd put me away. Month Python and the Holy Grail. Dennis, There's some lovely filth down here. It's possible to commit no mistakes and still lose. That is not weakness. That is life. Captain Picard. There are 4 lights. I am not even a big Star Trek fan and I almost cried in that episode. The sordid topic of coin. I'm afraid it's not so simple. You see, the price is different for everyone. This movie needs to be more popular. Death becomes a life is pain. Princess. Anyone who says differently is selling something. Always look on the bright side of life. Monty Python. Never forget that they played that at the 2012 Olympics closing ceremony. What a fitting note to go out on. With great power comes great responsibility. So, I was sitting in my cubicle today and I realized, ever since I started working, every single day of my life has been worse than the day before it. So, that means that every single day that you see me, that's on the worst day of my life. It's not that I'm lazy, it's that I just don't care. 1,500 years ago, everybody knew that the Earth was the center of the universe. 500 years ago, everybody knew that the Earth was flat. And 15 minutes ago, you knew that humans were alone on this planet. Imagine what you'll know tomorrow. A person is smart. People are dumb, panicky, dangerous animals, and you know it. Nobody makes me bleed my own blood. We are the Globo Gym Purple Cobras, and we will rock you. I say we take off and nuke the entire site from orbit. It's the only way to be sure. Yeah, well, you know, that's just, like, your opinion, man. Hey, this is like a private residence, man. You can't handle the truth. You either die a hero, or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain. Some men just want to watch the world burn. You're not your job. You're not the car you drive. You're not the contents of your wallet. That'll do, pig. That'll do. When you're ugly and people still love you, it's for who you are, Drax, Guardians of the Galaxy. Frankly, my dear, I don't give a dang. You have been visited by the romantic doggo. Comment, love is magic so you never fall in the friend zone. Plus, thanks for watching. If you are new to the channel, you can subscribe. I publish new videos every day. Until then, check another video, or don't. Either way, have a great day, you magnificent people.